The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's...
And he shoots! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Lahm. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Aubameyang shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. 2-0 and in next to no time. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Number 97.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Sends it crossfield. It's a good run down the right. And there's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Kaka clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now, can they get him away? He's picked his way through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's shifting through the gears here. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Lahm. Lewandowski does well to get it back. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Cruyff.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cruyff. Messi. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Messi touches it back. He has a look up. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
He is through here. And that's been won straight back.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And this is Lewandowski. Kaká. Kaká! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Kaka clearly feels he did everything right there.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Milan really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Hazard. Coming on to replace him is...
And the second half gets underway.
Mbappe.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lam.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And it's Davids. And it's Cruyff. And this is... It's Drogba! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Drogba. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Milan get themselves back into contention. There's the shot! Sticks it away! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
And he's running through. Drogba. He's through. It's one-on-one. Can he finish? Goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Number 97, Aubameyang. Coming on the field, number
Drogba.
21,
That is a brilliant
Messi.
interception.
Number 20,
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Davids.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That pass has been well intercepted. Bale. Lam just loves to go forward whenever he can. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Cruyff! Oh, that is rather wayward. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And that's put paid to a promising move. It's a promising position. Cross into the box.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And he can clear it away. The final seconds now. And here's Cruyff. Puyol is there to clear. Maldini does really well. That's that, the end. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Milan didn't quite recover.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Well, here's a guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every bit the anti-Galactico.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that he's one of the great all-time midfielders until you actually see what he does on the pitch. Royalty.
Andres Iniesta. Few do it better than him. Some say nobody has done it better than him. Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's away. Big chance. Shapes to shoot. Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That was a given. It always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Cleared without complication. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Drogba. Goes looking wide. Lam. He is through here. Look at the Hunters! Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rivaldo tries to clear, and this is Batistuta. He shifted it to the flank, and now a sudden chance to counter. He has found the way through. There's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Terrific header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. That's a decent clearance. Van der Vaart. Van der Vaart going full steam ahead down the left flank. Tries to pass it through. Tries to play it through. Played into the bullish header! It's anyone's ball. Oh, Waters! And he's following up! They've scored! And this is getting better and better. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Climbs up big! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Driving forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a throw. There's the whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion.
Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Morientes. And that pass just didn't quite work. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's a mighty effort! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Iniesta. And it's Rivaldo. Milan are 2 up early in the second half. Rijkaard. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rummenigge. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Spread it left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That ball looks a good one. And this is Cruyff. He's found a way through. That is great defending, so alert. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Dixon. Pass somewhat off target. Iniesta. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Cruyff. That is a great pick out. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That's tidy. Oh, that's fabulous. That'll be a throw. Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. And ahead! There it is! Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Knocks it into space. Van Bouten. Now it's Cruyff. Plays a sharp little ball here. Lahm plays it in.
1 minute added time.
And that will be it. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Batistuta, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then.
Lionel Messi, Peter. Now, there's a player who could make a mug out of anyone.
Plenty of examples of that, Jim.
Yeah, I remember when his former mentor was managing Germany's winning machine.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Davids. And it's Messi. To Lahm. Lahm hurtling down that right flank. He's being urged to shoot. Has crossed into the middle. Khan claims it without any fuss. Cole. Stojkovic. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Vieira. And here's Drogba. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that has been cut short.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, Red, nice interception. Knocks it into space. Ball driven, big header! Goal, Milan! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Messi. And it's been given away. He's through, now is he in? Wriggles his way through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Stojkovic is standing over this one. And this an opportunity to pull level.
Del Piero. Coming on to replace him is number 5, Cannavaro.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, well played, well played. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Milan can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. And here's Drogba. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And here's Raul. Look at the space here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Added time.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. And here's Raul. And that interception was most necessary. Davids.
This is the time you need that pace.
Brilliantly cut out. And that was very necessary. He's in a great position here, and he's got the beating of his man. Danger averted for now. And they're quick to get it back. And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Bale.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Milan with this two-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Not the most accurate pass. Thuram. That's a good run down the left. That's been slipped through. Oh, that's a key interception. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Davids proves too strong, too smart. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cole, pick shot, surely! Davids. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Maldini. Cannavaro. Oh, this looks sharp. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to play it through. It's Drogba! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Stojkovic. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Back into the middle. Lahm delivers. Hakimi gets it away. Little pass back. It's a really well-measured ball. Raul. Now, what about a counter-attack? And here's Bale. Lahm. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
Security staff from
Messi picking up the Man of the Match award. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball being almost as important as what he did at the back.
And it's skewed, and he's had a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Courtois claims comfortably. Milan are looking to go forward now. Drogba! Drogba! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Messi. Now it's Kante. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, good ball! And he shoots! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and what...
Up he goes! No, not the best of headers. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Batistuta. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. He has a look up. Davids. Lahm did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And this is Lewandowski. Davids. And he was quick to react. Henderson. Messi. Davids. And Jamal. Zico. Jamal played out wide. That's been cut out, well played. And it's half-time here. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has ended up in no man's land. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Conte, and it's Messi, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? It's not an especially good pass, that. And here's Bale. Chance for a shot! He has hit that forcefully.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Bale. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Bale. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
And it's Drogba. Costa Curta calmly anticipates.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And this is Lewandowski. He's found a way through. Thuram plays it all the way forward. Bale! And that would have won it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Defending was strong and firm. Zico. Oh, this is a terrific run. And here's Bale. Looking to play him in. Ah, that's a fine interception. And he's heaved it away.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Davids. Zico. Rodri gets across to intercept that. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Bale. Knocks it out wide. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And that will be the final act. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Frankfurt.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
That's been slipped through.
And a chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Eintracht Frankfurt finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Forlan. And it's Conte. Nicely weighted ball.
Real chance!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Eintracht Frankfurt with the corner. They're first.
Great chance! Sticks it away! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Sharp, simple, oh, what a mistake!
There's the shot! Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front!
There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Milan get themselves...
Big chance! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that was very necessary. Looking for the run. Now it's Burak Yilmaz.
Owen!
Decent enough try.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Oh, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. And he's picked out the run. It's anyone's ball now.
Shapes to shoot!
This time, surely! Eintracht Frankfurt have their third corner. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And he's intervened well there. The ball has bounced loose now. Thuram. Cannavaro. Lam. Messi. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Crosses it in here.
Big header! They've scored!
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Owen tries to pass it through.
Added time.
Thuram. Lam. Knocks it into space. Plenty to aim at here. And the finish! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Milan are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Milan head into half-time 2 up, but goals flying in at both ends. There is little safety in that lead. So we're just settling back into this second half. Oh, there's a probing ball. Forlan. Threads one in. Shot a goal! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Now it's Cruyff, and he plays one through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Cruyff. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Forlan. Oh, good-looking ball. Can he get it through? Forlan finds himself offside. Odo. That's a sharp pass. Thuram cuts out the pass. Rijkaard. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Back into the middle. Eintracht Frankfurt. He's had a shot! It's in! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Ah, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Into the last quarter of an hour. Aimed beyond the defence. Takes a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. A lovely pass, but can he get there? Drogba is in a really good position out wide. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. And Messi! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Batistuta. Lam, who does have an assist to his name. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And this is Batistuta. And the shot! It's there! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Oh, he's been caught napping! And that will be it. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this...
Shot at goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Serginho gets good distance on it. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Pirlo. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Aimed beyond the defence. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now, can they get him away?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, super ball! Morientes gets flagged offside. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And it's Lahm. Lahm made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. He's in space and looking for options. Lahm. Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim. Yeah. Oh no, what has happened here? Torres is onto it in a flash. Nakata. Now it's Torres. Morientes. Great vision. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that's fabulous. Pass somewhat off target. That's really well cleared. Half-time getting close now. Fired. Up he goes! No, not the best of headers. Hakimi, ambitious ball here. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get on the end of this? Played out wide. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution for Milan, number 21, Batistuta.
And
Coming
we're
on the
underway
field
again.
is number 6.
Milan clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Batistuta. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. That is a brilliant interception. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Messi. Best part of an hour and still no breakthrough from either side. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, that looks a good ball through. Gabriel gets it away. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Tries to play it through. Cross to the back post. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Vinicius Junior. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Out towards the flank. Lahm plays it in.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Ah, he's given it away. Not the most accurate pass. And back to the keeper they go. Pickford, dominant, commanding, a true colossus between the posts. Messi. Mbappe. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Hangs in a cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the Mbappe! He's missed, but not by that far. Milan are looking to break at pace. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's managed to gift it back.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's a promising position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's intervened well there. And that will be the final act. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Italy
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
We have already started here.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack or defence. The three at the back and the double pivot, as well as the three attackers and two wide men. Teams often switch between this and 4-3-3 by dropping one of their pivots into the defensive line. It's very adaptable.
Bale!
Oh, it's come loose.
Now it's Zico. Aimed in towards the centre. Hullet.
Well, football has plenty of poets and artists, but there is only one Roberto Baggio, the most elegant, the most expressive, the most eloquent of them all. He was, at one stage, the very soul of Italian football.
Purity, a real example of...
Oh, what has happened? He's having a shot! Decent hit and on target.
And we have our very first corner.
And a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Messi. Rummenigge.
Can he get on the end of this?
Still goalless. Lahm. Messi. Rijkaard.
Ribery in acres of space out wide.
He is through here. Chance for a shot. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Now it's Drogba. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rummenigge.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
And he's quick to snatch it back.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery.
The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Rummenigge.
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Swings in across. Ferdinand tries to clear. Now it's Ribery.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. And it's Bale.
Tries to play it through. Lahm delivers.
Climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Vieira. And it's Baggio. Now it's Drogba. Rijkaard.
He's in space and looking for options.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found a way through.
Real chance! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting...
It's a mighty effort! And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Yeah. There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Milan really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we are back on the way.
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Ribery. Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
He won't be happy with that one, and it's made its way to him. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, that is good. Super running shot.
Shot a goal! It's hit the upright.
Roberto Baggio. Zico, given the lift of his goal. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Roberto Baggio. Rummenigge has created one goal already.
And he shoots! Goal, Italy! And they've got their lead back.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And yes, it's him again.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? That's a promising run he's making on the right. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Baggio. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's heaved it away. Lam. Ball played for Rijkaard. And it's Davids. Bale. Milan looking to pass their way through. Zico going face-to-face with his great rival. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to...
Chance! And he hits the net! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
The goal scorer for
Look,
Milan.
that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Fernando Morientes.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well.
Quality ball.
Vieira.
And that's really well manoeuvred.
Aims beyond the defence.
He's shifting. He's had a shot! Goal, Italy! And they get themselves in front!
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Italy take the lead.
Yaya Toure.
Schmeichel sends that a long way. Opts for safety. Nesta.
For Yaya Toure.
And here's Messi. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's Ferdinand. Milan are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Nesta. To Maldini. All the way back. Vieira. Well, good play on the left-hand side here.
2 added minutes.
The
has been
final
indicated.
seconds now.
Chance, surely! They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off.
So that's it, it is all over.
Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable.
Hello, everybody.
So
and
what do you
this
take
is a
away
quick
from it all,
reminder
Jim?
to let you
Well,
know
Peter,
that you'll be
I
able to
really
catch
couldn't
today's
see what
match
this team was
broadcast
trying to
live on
achieve,
our
whether
Trust
it's the
FM
manager's
station.
message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Rijkaard becomes the latest member of the 300 club. Another feather in his cap in what has become a fine career.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself, but you only need to look around to see not just how much it means to him, but everyone that's here and beyond. This is a huge moment.
Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Baresi cuts out the pass. Knocks it into space. It's a loose ball. But he's well positioned here. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now then, can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, there's the clearance. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
No goals as yet. Great vision. And this is Torres. Zico. Opts for safety. Davids. And it's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cruyff.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Conte. Fernando Torres. Aimed beyond the defence.
Torres! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Tries to play it through. That's really well cleared. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? He saw the date.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty.
And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Real pressure penalty, this.
What a save by Seaman!
There will be 1 minute.
And that's
added
another
time.
throw. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution for Milan, number 15, Messi.
And the second half gets underway.
Johan Cruyff.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Robertson, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward.
Decent chance! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
There was to be only one outcome.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal...
And he shoots!
All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Substitutions taking place.
To turn a deficit into a lead.
The comeback is complete.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
Milan go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And this is Drogba. It's a pretty loose pass. Baresi. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Bale, very much a man of this moment. Zico has a look and plays it forward. Zico. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner.
Substitution for Milan, number 22, Zico. Coming on the field is number 13, Del Piero. Substitution.
Cleared without hesitation. Played out to the left flank. And Del Piero! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Thuram calmly anticipates. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Rijkaard. And it's Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now Davids.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, such a clever touch.
Del Piero!
And that would have won it.
Del Piero really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Threads one in, and he was alert to it. Danger averted for now. Maldini going vertical. Looking for the run. Lahm played in deep.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Robertson with the clearance. Caught offside that time. Not the most accurate pass. Takes the shot! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Bale claiming the man of the match award. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Manchester United.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the brilliant De Ligt has both the intelligence and physical traits to make him a class apart as a centre-half. Long passes are something he's really been working on, and he'll provide a lot of quality diagonal balls for the attack to latch onto, so keep your eye on that.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And here's Drogba. Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's found a way through. Now it's Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that looks a decent ball. Nice looking ball. And that has been cut short. Can he get on the end of this? And this is... Oh, he's had a shot! Loose ball. Oh, it's fallen loose again! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through. Oh, super find. And that's put paid to a promising move. Lahm making good progress on the right-hand side. He's in plenty of space here. Drogba! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And claimed it back swiftly. Searching pass he's played there. Good ball, good take. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now he's got space here. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That'll be a throw-in. And he thumps it clear. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He has found a way through. Owen. Thuram tries to clear. Owen had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Yamal is flagged offside. Marmouche plays a sharp little ball here. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. There's the whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution for Milan, number 9, Yamal, number 14.
So off we go once more.
Coming on
Both
the
sides
field,
defensively robust up to now.
Bale, number 6, Hades.
Knocks it back.
Substitutions taking place.
Lahm powering forward here. That's good play. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Marmouche. Bullish header! Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Marmoush is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And he's there to make the challenge. Spread it left. And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Messi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
And it's Davids. And that has left him in a heap.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red.
Manchester United are down to 10 men.
Substitution.
Messi ready to try one.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
Zico!
Oh, that's a waste. "75 minutes played." And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Ambitious ball here. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Deftly away. That's a sharp pass.
Zico.
Oh, good spread. Cross to the back post.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Costa Curta has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could...
And that's it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.